What's up, folks out in YouTube land? It's your girl Crafty Kid here with a story-based video. Now, what was started out as going to be a comment in someone else's video, I figured that was a lot to type, and why type it when I can say it to you? So this is a video response to Pinotnoiricecreambar's video, which was, do all your characters exist in the same universe? I watched her video and I was going to comment on it, but I realized that 2 paragraphs in it might be a little bit much. So I'm just going to talk about it. Now, do all my characters exist in the same universe? No. That is the plainest answer ever. No. So I have parallel universes based off of where exactly, what size the dolls are. So the 2 Bitsus I have aren't in the same universe as my MSD dolls. But the 2 Bitsus I have will be in the same universe as any Monster High dolls I get, or, you know, Barbie dolls I get, or any other doll I get in the 1/6 scale. Not USD, but 1/6, because they're all supposed to be adults, which is why they're anywhere from 5.5 to 6 feet tall. So they are in their own universe. The universe next to it would be my MSD universe. And the universe next to that will be an SD universe if I'm ever crazy enough to get SDs. With that being said, it is possible to traverse between the parallel universes. But and I actually have 3 characters that do this, and I'm looking for MSD sized dolls to allow them to travel between the two universes. And it's basically one of my dolls has traveled from the MSD world to the 1/6 scale world. But when he did, he shrank to a 1/6 scale doll. So I need to buy his MSD version, but he is my Obitsu male. He's in the universe with my Obitsu female, and I have in June I have a Coreopsis doll, which is one of the little tiny idols. AI. I have her, and she is actually a friend of my Obitsu doll, story-wise. So he runs into them. He has memory and knowledge that he's from another universe. He just doesn't know how to get back. So eventually their story will cause them to travel to my MSD world. And once that happens, I will be reshelling them into MSD dolls and continuing their story from there. And the same thing can happen with any of my, if I get SD dolls. They'll be able to travel between the worlds, but every time they travel, they will have to have a body for that world. That's one part. The other part are the universes in the world itself. So think of the first one, I'm going to show my geek flag right here. Think of the first one as Marvel Universe and the DC Universe. They can coexist, but they don't. Now, in that universe, there are multiples, kind of like the movie The One, where so many things are similar about the worlds, but so many things are different. And as I was saying, so I have several different worlds in my MSD world. I have one that's purely fantasy with dragons, mermaids, vampires. I've got one that's more normal. I've got, well, as normal as I can get. I really don't do normalcy that often. I've got one that's, the closest one I've got to normal has angels and demons in it, which I guess you can kind of say is normal, but at the same time, a lot of people don't believe in that stuff, so it's as normal as I can get. So I have all of these different worlds in this universe, and I've got maybe 2 types of characters. I've got one character that can traverse all of the worlds in the universe, which is my character M, who as soon as I buy her, I'm going to love her and show her around everywhere. she can traverse the worlds. It's pretty much I'll get into that when I actually get into that character video. But I have her, she can traverse the worlds. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to allow her, sorry. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to allow her to traverse the universes without having the same issue of having to switch bodies. I'm not sure yet. I might not force her to shift bodies if she goes to a D16 world or universe, just because she'll be tall and godlike, and I kind of like that. I do have a race of beings that can traverse the universes without shifting form, but that's because they exist outside of the universe. It's basically as if you exist outside of time, therefore time doesn't affect you. It's kind of like that. They exist outside of the universes, so the universes don't affect them, and they're one of the only beings that do. So they all look similar in physical appearance. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with that race yet, so I have a lot to work on. But that's basically how all of my characters exist. Very few of them will interact with each other in the same universe, or in the same worlds. M is the only one who will interact with multiple characters on multiple storylines, but that's basically because she exists on multiple storylines. My others will kind of stay in their little nick, and then I've got the pairing that traverse between, well, the trio that traverse the universe. Though I might make it a quartet, because I'm thinking of dragging another character from that universe into an MSD size doll. Just because I actually started off getting 1/6 scale dolls, and then I was like, oh, well, MSDs are nice too. I can probably work with that because they're not that much bigger. So then I started buying MSDs, and I wanted to do something with the characters from my first characters. So I was like, you know, screw it. I'm just gonna bump them over, resell them in MSD dolls, and start the universe, you know, start their storylines over here. But I have to do something with the storyline. I can't just have it where, poof, they're in a new world. So, yeah, that's basically how that happened. That's why it happened. And I will definitely start doing character videos, story videos and whatnot, and give you more. So, yeah. Basically it. And don't worry, I will link Pinotnoiricecreambar. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. I will link her video in the comments below, so you can go and watch it. Watch her video. She's actually really, really good. And she does a lot of things aside from just BTD. She has her Thirsty Thursdays, which are videos where she makes interesting drinks every Thursday, or she tries to every Thursday. So go check her out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright? Later.